All right, so welcome again to Military Guna TV. Thank you very much for joining me. And for this one, I'll be doing the Reggae Boy Watch. You all know what I do. I cover all the Reggae Boys on their duties over the weekend, and we have a few players we want to talk about for this one. So guys, before going any details, I would really advise you guys to smash that like button. Smash that like button and show some appreciation for all the hard work that I'm doing. This one I'll be covering Jamal Lowe, Bobby Reid, Garath McClarey, Andre Blake, Ethan Pinnock, and Curtis Still. So these are the players that we'll be covering for this particular one. And so guys, as I said, take out your popcorn, sit back, relax, and please do enjoy the show. And as I said, hit the like button to show me that you really appreciate the work that I'm putting in. So the first person we'll be going on is actually Garath McClarey. So let's go over and see what he has to do. So this series is comprised of all the players, the Reggae Boy players that put in stellar performances over the weekend with their parent club. This will be going on up until the WorldCup, maybe as further as to the World Cup qualifiers. This is to keep the Reggae Boys in check on all the players that are playing for the Reggae Boys leading to that era, so we can know what is happening to them and how they are performing during that time period. So when we know that the Gold Cup would come around, that these players will be definitely fit and ready to go for the Gold Cup. And now we can have a better consensus on who to select for this particular Gold Cup. So let's move over now to Garath McClarey. He's the first that we'll be covering. Wycombe Wanderers. He played for. Let's go over to the game that we saw. He played for this particular series. So he played against Swansea. For this one, we'll be covering both Garath McClarey and Jamal Lowe, because they played against each other. It was a good competitive game. Very good competitive game. Game finished 2-2. But we want to go into how both players impact the game. Let's move over. So this series now is going to highlight the players and also go more in depth on how they perform and what they do during that particular game. And why did I choose these particular players? As I said, these are for players that put in stellar performances over the weekend with their parent club. So as you guys can see, the game finished 2-2 with both Garath McClarey and Jamal Lowe providing vital contribution to the both to both teams. So we're going to move with more direct in what happened. Now we at Swansea deployed in a 3-4-3 formation, 3-4-1-2 formation directly, and Jamal Lowe playing over on the left hand side, where we saw Jamal Lowe slotting away a penalty, getting a match rating of 7.2, which was the highest match rating for Swansea at this point in time, and also Garath McClarey scoring one goal as well, vital for his team, providing to be the man of his team as well, and man of the match actually went to Garath McClarey because of his outstanding performance throughout the game. Now he finished the game with a high rating of 7.5. Let's go into Garath McClarey and see tactical insight and how well he performed on a tactical base and what happened. So let me bring him up. So definitely minutes played, 74 minutes played, contributed 1 goal, 0 assists. He had 1 shot on target, which was the goal. No shot off target, no shot block, no attempt. He had a total of 31 touches throughout the entire game. He completed 8 out of 16 passes, completing the game with a 50% passing accuracy. Made 1 key passes, attempted 3 crosses and only completed 1. 0 loss. And none completed. Ground duels encountered in 2 ground duels and completed both ground duels. No aerial duels. He lost possession a total of 15 times, 0 fouls, and made 1 interception and 2 tackles. So it did provide a bit more in this defensive sense. And who don't know McClarey is actually attacking midfielder for Wycombe Wanderers. So let's move over now onto Jamal Lowe. Jamal Lowe deployed in the same. So both teams played the same system. Jamal Lowe for Swansea, 4 goals in 3 games. Now, he has been having a marvelous season so far in scintillating form, as you guys can see. I did do a Reggae Boy Watch on him previously, but we're going to move further now into his particular performance, or how he impacted the game and on a statistical basis and what he did. So he played a total of 90 minutes. He had 1 goal, which was a penalty, 0 assists. He had 3 shots on target, no shot off target, no shot blocked. He made 4 dribbles attempts and completed all 4 of those. 1 big chance missed, and he had a total of 54 touches and made accurate in passing percentile. He made 19 accurate passes out of 31, completing the game with a 61% passing accuracy. He made 1 key pass. So let's definitely he made 15 ground duels and completed 8 of those, and that is a significant amount of ground duels to make for a player. Now look at his aerial duels, 5 aerial duels, and he significantly didn't win any of those. He's not that physical, he doesn't have a physical frame, and he lost possession 20 times. Now this is significant. We can look at it in both ways, that he lost possession 20 times and that could put the team under pressure. But Jamal Lowe is actually playing in the offensive side of the team, which put him in a more danger, in more of the danger zone of the team. This game was an high intensity game, which requires a lot of skill set, and definitely he was applying that amount of skill set. But the thing is that he was the one who was driving the team forward, getting to those dangerous areas. So it was more likely the reason why he was dispossessed that amount of time. So he was fouled 2 times. He committed 2 fouls and was fouled 1. Caught offside 1 time. He made 3 tackles and was dribbled past twice. So that's it for Jamal Lowe and Garath McClarey. Solid performance from both players. We are going to move over now onto Pinnock. Alright, so Pinnock finished the game with the highest match rating of 7.8, deployed again in a back 3 over onto the left hand side, basically almost in an inverted left back, but in the centre back position. Quite so often you see him moving that left central midfield area. I'm trying to be another creative element for Matthias Jensen in the midfield area, providing that support. Now let's move over. Ivan Toney did not score today, people, so that's one of the reasons why I didn't cover him. I'm covering, but definitely you guys know the situation around Ivan Toney, so those are the reasons why I never covered Ivan Toney. So let's move over now Pinnock in a more in-depth manner on what he did. As I said, highest match rated overall. Let's see what he did to deserve such high praises. Alright, so Pinnock, people, he played a total of 90 minutes. I can't see, hopefully. He played a total of 90 minutes. No goals, no assists. He had 7 clearances. These are defensive stats, people. Outstanding defensive stats. He made 7 clearances, 0 block shots, 1 interception, 3 tackles. He was dribbled past 0 times. He encountered in 3 ground duels, and he completed 100% tackle rate, winning all 3 of them. He encountered in 16 aerial duels and won 11 out of them. He lost possession 16 times. The reason why he lost possession so many times was because he was assisting by moving into the left half space in the central midfield area when they're in possession of the ball. The game completed 0-0 to be honest, but didn't concede any goals. He committed 0 fouls and was fouled 0 times. Yeah, he made a total of 93 touches, joint highest touch on the entire field. Passing accuracy 51, completed 51 out of 64 passes with 80% passing accuracy, which is in itself is also outstanding. 0 key passes. He made a total of 1 crosses and it was not completed. 4 long balls. Quite so often he's trying to get those long balls over the top onto Ivan Toney's foot or Matthias Jensen's foot in the midfield area, and he completed 3 out of those 4 long balls. The shots on target, and he completed a total of 2 shots, which was both were off target as well. So this is Pinnock, people, putting a stellar performance, man of the match performance with the highest match rating score 7.8. That is how he completed the game. Now we're going to move over now onto Curtis Tilt, then Andre Blake, then Bobby Reid. Alright, so people, Curtis Tilt playing for Wigan Athletic, and they played against Crude Alexandra, beating Crude Alexandra 2-0. Now, Curtis Tilt finished that game outstandingly with a 7.5 match rating, deployed in a back four, and so often we have been deployed in back three, back four, a various different amounts of formations. But let's go and deep down into Curtis' performance, and let's see what he had up to the victory. So Curtis completed the total 90 minutes, as I said before, 7.5 match rating, no goals, no assists. He made 5 clearances, 0 block shots, 3 interceptions, and 2 tackles. He was not a dribble pass throughout this entire game. He encountered in 3 ground duels and won in all and completed. He encountered in 3 ground duels and win all 3 of them. Aerial duels, he attempted 8 and completed 6. Possession lost 9 times, which is relatively good as well. Far less than what we have seen of Pinock. Committed 1 foul and was fouled 1. He had a total of 39 touches. Passing accuracy, he completed 17 passes out of 26 with a passing accuracy percentile of 65%. Key passes 0 crosses, and attempted 7 long balls, completing 3 of those. He had 1 shot, and that was his daily contribution to his team 2-0 victory over Recombre. His 2-0 victory over Crew Alexandra in the League One. Now we're going to move over to Andre Blake. Columbus Crew faced off with Philadelphia Union. The game completed 0-0, but definitely an outstanding performance of the day was Andre Blake. He got a match rating of 8.4, finished the game with the highest match rating this time around. So we're going to take a deeper look into how and why was his total score rating so significantly high. And we are going to go into that and see what he did to get such a high rating. Definitely was basically the man of the match, putting in a stellar performance, and we'll see how they would rate this performance. So Andre Blake completed 90 minutes. He made 6 saves, 2 saves from inside of the box, no clean, no run out. He didn't do any punch away either. He made a total of 41 touches for a keeper, completing 16 out of 30 passes, completing 16 out of 30 passes with a passing percentile of 53%. He made 26 long ball attempts. Those are keeper kickouts, and completed 12 of those, which is relatively good for a keeper. So just by the mere fact that he completed 6 saves, telling you that how important and vital, crucial 6 saves that he made, which kept his team in the game and not to lose this particular game. They were actually under a bit of pressure. They were under a lot of pressure. They did ride out the game, and Andre Blake did stand and hold his own for definitely the first game of the MLS. So as you guys know, MLS is back. Keep an eye out for all the Jamaican reggae boys that are playing in the MLS. I'll give you a lot of details on that. So let's move over now to Bobby Reid. And the reason why I left this one to last is because he faced off with Arsenal, my team, today, and it was a significant performance because I was very much keen onto him and the position that he played and how he contributed to his team 1-1 draw at Arsenal. Okay, so the next player I'll be moving on to is Bobby Reid, and as I said before, I was very much keen onto him. So he played against Arsenal, completing the game with a 6.5 match rating, significantly low, but I think that he did perform well enough for me to be noticeable, because 1, the opponent, and 2, the level of football that has been played. He was deployed in a 4-4-2 formation as the right winger, where he put in a very good performance, pressuring our left back, who was actually basically a makeshift left back, Granit Xhaka. His speed and his tenacity really pressured Granit Xhaka over on that side, providing an extra element of danger inside of the 18-yard box. But quite so often they shift from a back from a 4-4-2 to a 4-2-3-1, with Bob Reid moving into the central attacking midfield area, and Andre Anguita and Lemina sitting deep as the two holding midfielder, and definitely Lookman and Ivan Cavalier up front, and Bob Reid, as I said before, over into the central attacking midfield area, playing a dual as a second striker, providing an extra outlet for goals. So let's go in further in how Bob Reid performed in accordance to statistics and what he did provided. So definitely this is Bob Reid's statistics rate is total score rating 6.5, completed the 90 minutes, he had 33 touches, completed 13 out of 19 passes with a 68% completion, no key passes, he attempted 2 crosses, none was completed, 1 long ball, none was completed as well. He didn't have it, didn't take on any, he didn't have 0 shots on target, 0 shots off target, and 1 shot which was blocked. He didn't make any dribble attempts. He encountered in 6 ground duels, completing 3 of those, and 3 aerial duels and completing 2 of those. He lost possession 11 times and was unfouled, and he committed 2 fouls. He made 3 clearances, 3 tackles, and was dribbled past 1. So this is Bob Reid's performance for today. Not the best, but definitely is still not the best performance, but in the same sense it did out against Arsenal as one of the danger men, providing as an extra element in the attack for Fulham, and within our left back, which is Granit Xhaka, some problems down on the right hand side. So let's move over to the final player that we'll be covering, which is Leon Bailey, the man of the weekend, the man that put in simply form 2 goals, 1 assist from Leon Bailey against FC Cologne. Alright, so Leon Bailey taking its claim back into the Bayern Leverkusen team, deployed in a 3-4-3 or 3-4-2-1 formation. Now, was deployed in an inverted left-sided forward midfielder, left-sided forward slot, attacking midfielder position. One that I once said that he struggled to play, but this time around he definitely proved me wrong that he can be suited into that definite system, and he can actually deliver in that. He can actually deliver the best of the best in that particular system. Now, Bayern Leverkusen faced up against FC Cologne. Leon Bailey 2 goals, 1 assist in this game, and taking his goal contribution to 26 out of 22 starts. So definitely we're going to have a deeper, more in-depth look on what he did and how his performance impact the gameplay. So, as I said before, Leon Bailey providing an attacking element, dangerous element, moving towards the byline, as you can see on the heat map, over onto the left-hand side, doing a lot of defensive support as well. So he played a total of 83 minutes, completed the game with a match rating of 9.2, handed the Man of the Match award on BT Sports. You guys can go and check it out for yourself. Minutes played, 83 minutes played, a total of 2 goals and 1 assist. Shot on target 2, no shot off target, 0 shot off target, 0 shot block. Dribble attempt 1, and it was completed. A total of 35 touches, completed 15 out of 19 passes with a passing accuracy of 79%. He made 2 key passes, attempted 4 crosses, 1 completed, 0 long balls, and encountered in a total of 6 ground duels, winning 4 of those, and 2 aerial duels and just winning 1. He lost possession 9 times, and committed 0 fouls. He was fouled twice, and we've been called offside 1. And he came back to put in some defensive support and made 1 tackle, which was definitely completed. So that is how Leon Bailey that is the performance that Leon Bailey put in on this game, and you can see from his statistics how well and how rounded performance he did put in. He scored 2 lovely goals and made a beautiful assist for BRB. So definitely Leon Bailey, a very good game for Leon Bailey. He has been basically the man of the Reggae Boy Watch, I would call it. Man of the Reggae Boy Watch. So let's see, last week was actually Jamal Lowe who got man of the Reggae Boy Watch, but this time around it's Leon Bailey. So people, thank you very much for tuning in. A lot of respect. I'm so happy that you guys took the time out to be here and enjoy the show. This has been the Reggae Boy Watch. Hopefully you guys learn a few things from what I've given to you, and definitely this is something that I want to do moving forward. So show me the support, smash that like button, and let's see how far we can go with this one. This has been the Reggae Boy Watch, Military Guna TV. Hit that button, make sure you subscribe, and stay tuned. This will be going up straight onto the Gold Cup. Also, if need be, I'll carry it onto the Gold Cup, to the World Cup qualifiers. We want to see the best team moving up there, so we want to keep a check on all these players that are performing week in, week out, and see how best we can facilitate a team on the field that can give us the best result. Thank you very much for tuning in. This has been Military Guna TV, and guess what? I am out.